And if you read the title of today's stream, we are going to be doing things with my hair today. It's not going to be like a fast-paced stream today. It's going to be more like a hangout stream type deal, type situation. What's up, Emily? Hey, girl, hey. I even pulled up some, sorry, I didn't mean to get like all up in your face just now. I even pulled up some like quote unquote like friendly music that I could play or whatever, but the basic gist of it is we're going to be using this today. This high lift, oh no, hang on just a second. High lift cool blonde, and we're going to be using that for instead of bleach, okay? In lieu of bleach, we're going to be using the high lift cool blonde. And I chickened out. I'm not going to use the 30 volume developer. I'm going to use the 20 because I've always had really good luck with the 20. I know this isn't going to be as intense, but we're going to try it. And worst comes to worst, I may have to process it twice. Maybe, or I might have bright orange roots. I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen. So I need to actually pull the chat up probably on my phone because I can't see it now. Un momento, por favor. Hang on just a second. If you hear snorts, little snorts, magorts in the background, that's because, here we go, now I can see my chat. That's because I've got all the dogs out. So if anything goes crazy or if anybody blows your ears out, I would like to apologize in advance, okay? Because I forgot to put the dogs up. I may, like if something happens and they start screaming, I may have my boys put them up, okay? Hey, Helena. Also, I'm very tired today for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just didn't sleep very soundly last night. So I noticed that my eyes are not playing ball. I don't know if you've been in the live streams the past couple of days, but I was talking about how I struggle with like double vision and shit. Like my eyes go lazy if I'm really tired. And I'm already noticing that I'm seeing double today. So if you notice me looking at the camera and one of my eyes isn't playing ball, that's why. Because I'm sleepy. I didn't sleep very well. Mimi, that is Winston, and he's laying down like right here. So you should be hearing that at any moment. Like he'll be revved up. Can't wait to see if it lifts, because if it does, I'm going to try. Okay, Elizabeth, I'm crossing my fingers. We're going to cross our fingers and see how it goes. So I am a scientist at heart. I always use my handy dandy scale. This is specifically for hair dye. You can see the hair dye remnants over here on the side. I've got my professional bowl. I've got my gloves. And then for like the color that we're going to put on top. Oh, I know. He's the best. He's my soulmate dog. You know, when you have like a dog that is close to you in a way that no other dog has ever been. That's Winston. So the colors on top are going to be lightest cool blonde, not high lift, okay? Lightest cool blonde and lavender moon. I mixed these two together to get, well, before it all washed out, to get like the color. I really liked the color last time. So really the high lift blonde, the high lift is only to see if we can lift my roots today. So I don't know if it's going to work. I have no clue. We're going to give it a shot though. Live. And I've got this little, she sold me this little one-shot bond repair. And I thought I already had it, and I did. I have this bond bar. It's like a concentrate. I don't know. I'm sorry if you're a hairstylist and you're watching this. I'm not trying to give you heartburn. I swear on everything holy, okay? It's just, this is what I've got to do. Also, good morning. Good morning, Shield. Is that okay? You want me to call you Shield? You want me to call you by your first name? What do you want me to call you? Let me know. What do you prefer? Also, okay, I'm getting nervous. Like, I'm literally getting nervous to do this. Not because I haven't dyed my hair like a bajillion times, but I've never done a live stream in my bathroom before, so I think that's what's making me very nervous. I'm feeling very sheepish and very nervous this morning. Let's get right into it. I'm wearing my bleaching my clothes shirt. I got this at a thrift store. Like, I think when I was in high school. I have Led Zeppelin shirts from high school and all kinds of stuff, man. We're gonna go ahead and load up on because even though my hair is thinning and stuff, I still have quite a bit of like coverage to do when I do my roots. So I think I'm gonna use at least a whole deal of this. I don't think it'll be necessary if I'm just doing my roots to do more than that. Oh man, I have one of those keys. Where is that thing at? You know what I'm talking about? Like a tube key. Oh, where did I put that? I don't know. Put that in here. Damn. I had one of those little hairstylist tube keys where you roll out the stuff and it doesn't tear your hands up. I can't find it though. Shield is fine. Okay, cool. I'll stick with that. Now I've got to roll it out. I don't know what I did with that either. I thought I would keep it in my hair drawer. I'm not even going to try to look for it. I'll lose my mind. So I'm doing the whole tube of High Lift Blonde. My hands are so weak. Whenever I go to the gym and do stuff like pull-ups and stuff, I have to do the pull-up from further up in my fingers because I don't take all my jewelry off when I'm at the gym. Screw that. Like, with the way my knuckles swell and carry on, I can't get my rings off like half the time, you know? Like, you have to catch me on a good day for me to get all my rings off. So, no, I don't do that. So, whenever I go to the gym, my hands get really sore the next day. But my grip strength is off the chain, though. You know, I can hold on for at least 25 seconds, if I do say so myself. When do we get the tour of the medicine cabinet? Oh my God, that's horrific to even think about. That is horrific. I do have a new shelf behind you that Casey just put in for me that I got at the thrift store. And it came out to 51 grams. And he hung it up for me. It's got little Rolodex closers on it. But I don't know, like you know how you don't realize something's not supposed to be on camera until it's too late? So I don't even want to play that game. I feel like this view is a pretty good view. You know, that's my tub right there. This is my bathroom. I'm thoroughly exposed. And if this hair stuff doesn't go right, I'm really going to be exposed. All right, so I'm doing a 1-to-1 ratio, and I'm not 100% sure if that's like what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna save this little single shot, and I'm gonna use the Bond Bar Concentrate. You fuck. Well, I looked around, and I looked around, and I tried to make sure there wasn't anything bad out. I'm pretty sure it's all up to snuff, but who knows? I mean, what can I do? What can I do? All right, I added some of the Bond Bar Concentrate. Don't like using my real name. Hard to come up with a unique username. Explain what the gazillion numbers following. Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, my shit's kind of out there. So that sucks. All my stuff's kind of out there, and it's like it's getting worse. It's like people are saying like my hometown, like people are really putting shit together. I feel like these days, I feel like I'm on the verge of a real situation. Your bathroom looks good. I think he's just joking. Good morning, Lily. Thank you so much. I love my little bathroom. That's probably the fanciest thing I've done in my, well, not, I don't know. I can't say that. I can't be so definitive with the things I say, but there is, you can't see it, but there's this thing I got from, was it Bed Bath and Beyond or something like that, or I don't know, like a home goods store, and it looks like a window, but it's got glass behind the panes or whatever, and it's got a little shelf underneath it with little knobs, and I've got some stuff hanging off of it. It looks really cute, and then it's got the sheer curtains, and I pull those back, and I've got the battery powered little candles and stuff, so it's a nice little self-care moment. I mean, it doesn't smell as strong as bleach, but it mixes up. It looks pretty good. We got a nice cool whip type of consistency. I try to remember if I have everything, because normally when I'm dyeing my hair, I have to like run back and forth out of the bathroom, but I'm hoping to not have to do that. Oh my God, that sucks. Yeah, see, that's the thing. We really need to redo our shower because it's pretty bad on the inside, but I don't think I can deal with like people being in my room for like, I don't know how long a demo would take, forever. Not to mention I don't have the funds for that. So either way. Oh, hey honey. I'm not doing a bleach bath. I am doing the high lift blonde on my roots to see if it will lift like similar to bleach or close enough to bleach. So we'll see if I have good luck with these gloves, because normally my nails go through them, but we're going to cross our fingers and hope for the best. Usually the nail tips going straight through is not a problem. I just try to keep it like off my skin if I can. I've been using the Hall second. Okay, good. Good. You've got a second area to use. See, if I had to use my second bath, I'd have to be sharing a bathroom with my teenage boys, and that would be next to. That's not ideal. 100% not ideal. What's up, Nuddle Squishy? What's up, little Nutter Butter? Trying to get these on while like getting my rings through them and not tearing them up. It's really hard too. Okay, we're gloved. Okay, first of all, we're not just gonna go in all ham. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a test strand. And I'm not sure, like, I think maybe the Sally's lady was thinking I was gonna do the 30 developer all over my head, but I'm definitely not doing that. I had a couple of hairdressers in my comment section like, oh my God, I don't want to watch this go down. I like to take a pretty big chunk for the test strip and like separate it like this to where when I do the test roots, I can lift like this and look, and lift like this and look. You see? No, that's not good enough. You get too close to the crown and it's too blonde. So I had to pull that away. Roots, roots. This is going to be my test strand. These are beautiful angles, by the way, are they not? Oh, I just dropped it. There it is. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Okay. So I'm gonna take the rest of my hair and tie it off momentarily so we can do a test strand. And it's gonna take a good minute too. Like, I didn't really like plan all this out. I just pushed the go live button and make sure that I had like all my tools and stuff in here. So that's about how much planning we did, but we're here and we're doing it. All right, and also I was thinking about hitting it with like a little bit of heat while it's sitting, so that way, because I know if they were just like roots like this big, it would lift really well, I think, because it would be so close to the heat of my scalp. But since they're this long, I'm thinking I might need to put maybe a little bit of blow dryer on it. That's a little too thick. I need to take that down a little bit. Redo that. So yeah, we're just doing hair stuff today. Just chilling like a villain. I was thinking if I'm going to go to that open house tomorrow at Seeking Tropicals, then I don't like, well, not that it matters or anything, but I thought today would be a good day to do my roots if I am going to go there, so that here's the thing is, when you're a bottle blonde like me and your roots start growing in, I don't know, can you guys see any grays? They're not really throughout my hair real bad yet. They're still like, I'm gonna take a piece out. I'm so afraid that I'm gonna be talking to you guys and I'm gonna get distracted. Ooh. And then I'm gonna accidentally make a huge freaking mistake. I know I'm going to the opening for sure. I'm just saying, like, I wanted like for my hair to look better when I went. That's too wide. Get out of my way, I need a little clip. Just wanted my hair to look better if I went, because when you have bottle blonde hair like me, it just kind of tends to look greasy. Like, my hair is not greasy, but there is something about roots coming in that just has a greasy ass look. And I'm trying to be precise, but it's hard. Also, I'm not a cosmetologist, like a freaking newsflash, everybody. I love that I'm using the lens to do this. Oh my goodness. I'm really gonna get it on there too. I'm really gonna saturate the root. And when I'm doing the actual, like, putting the dye in, I'm not gonna do sections this thick. I'm doing it this thick because whenever I've done test strands in the past, it is so freaking hard for me to see the difference sometimes that I'm trying to see. You know, it's not super obvious if your strand's not really big. Or not big, but, you know, substantial in my mind. Plus, I'm like part blind, you know. I have bifocal contacts, and I have like, I'm tired and my lazy eye's acting up today. So we've got many things going on. So we need to have a big enough piece to see. For sure. I swear by dry shampoo. Yeah, like, dry shampoo is good, but it's like, I swear to God, even though I put it on, like, my hair is like 1 day old from being shampooed. There's like no grease. You think about like my skin conditions and stuff like that. Like, I'm the driest dry girl that ever was dry, okay? I don't get greasy. It takes a good amount of time for me to get greasy hair, but no matter what I do with roots, it always just looks dirty. And I just have a hard time keeping up. Okay. I got it in there. I did my best to not get it very far past the band. But that's what we got. And we are going to let that cook for a minute. I'm going to cover it up, and I might put a little bit of heat on it. What's up, Tina? I know, right? Wind makes my hair greasy. Wind makes your hair greasy? That's weird. You have a feeling it's gonna work? I freaking hope so. And this is all banking on the idea that the bleach is what's causing like all of my problems with my breakage, and it's not the peroxide. Because if it's the peroxide alone, then this isn't really solving anybody's problems, really. But it might buy me a little more time in Blonde Town. You know what I mean? Like, I might be able to ride the blonde train just a little bit longer. We want to trap in the moisture, okay? We don't want to run around and let this shit get dry. Well, I'm really just letting it all hang out these days, aren't I, kiddos? I really hope so, too. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I pulled up some Muzak. I don't want to be so close to the camera you can see my freaking pores. Quit. There it is. I don't think this is very good music, but it's free, and it's on YouTube Studio. Oh, shit, I probably have to go shut off. Hang on just 1 second. I have to shut this off real quick. Oh my goodness. It's not accepting my finger. Can you hear it? Is it really loud? None of this is going to be really good, but I was thinking that maybe we could just vibe. No! How is that working? There it goes. None of it's going to be super ideal. Can't hear it. Can you hear that? Yes, please. Oh, good. Good, Shield. Back in the office today after 3 days working from home. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Friday is evil in this house too, so nobody's a fan of Friday here. Friday comes along and we're like, oh shit. That's when all the heavy meetings for Casey happen, is usually on Fridays and stuff like that, so. Is it too loud? Can you hear me and everything else okay? I felt a little tangling, so I'm hoping it's work. I forgot to set a timer. See? I knew I was gonna start doing shit like that. Let's do... I don't know. We'll check it. We'll check it at the 20-minute mark, but I'm guessing it's gonna need a lot more than that. Because don't forget, I use the 20 developer, not the 30. I was still too scared to use the 30, even though it wasn't bleach and it was only high lift. I'm such a chicken. Yeah, Fridays are weirdly hard. Yeah, he's not coming home for lunch today either, so that's another reason why I thought today was going to be a good day to do this. So, ooh, I got to turn the fan on. I'm about to die. My busted ass fan up there. Are you going to go live on Saturday or just Monday through Friday? This Saturday I for sure am, because we're going to that open house. But I don't know for sure if I'm going to do it every Saturday. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's just, you know, like I said, it's tingling, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I've got lots of caps. Like, I have all the equipment, y'all. I've been doing this for a long time. I also found this in my drawer, and I don't know if these go bad or not. Because I'm squishing this little cosmic holographic peel-off mask, and I don't feel like there's nothing in here. It's like the very tiniest amount at the bottom. Is that how much they put in? It's like the teeniest squirt. I don't use these very often. I thought I might put a mask on while we were waiting for a test strip. I'm thinking about lip filler, hun. Do you still recommend? And how many units did you get? I was wondering, just getting half a unit. Well, I got a full, and this is not the best lighting, y'all, so please, okay? But I got a full unit in mine. I had very skinty lips, and it just felt like that, we're not gonna do that. No, sir. It just felt like when she went in to do it, I told her I don't want a lot. Like, I only wanted to, you have to buy the whole syringe when you buy it. Like, this was all new information to me, by the way. You have to buy the syringe when you get it, and it's a full, I want to say gram, but that's not correct. It's like a full something, and you have to buy the whole thing. And I told her, I was like, I don't want to use the whole thing. I think I just only want half, because I didn't want it to not look natural. And we did a half, and she said, you know what? I think that your top lip could definitely use just a little bit more volume. Let's go ahead. Yeah, something like that. It was a full syringe is all I know. And when she was putting it in, she kind of like I said, I really like her. It's at Luminescence Day Spa in Fort Smith. I really like her. But she said she thought it would complement me more, so she went ahead and put the rest in. So I only used one full syringe, and this was 2 full years ago. So, and I haven't gotten any since. Like, I've been riding the one lip filler train this whole time, and I don't think I need to go back. You know, not, no, 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 no. And you know that nobody in my whole family noticed that I had it? Like, even when they were freshly swollen, like, I was kind of proud of them, you know, and I was like, put lip gloss all over my lips and stuff, you know. We went out to like a family dinner and not one person even looked at me sideways. Like, nobody even noticed that I had it done. My own kids didn't even notice that I had it done. It was, I guess it was just either A, nobody was ever looking at me, or B, it looked really natural. And I love it because it didn't give me like a ton of volume, but what it did do was I smoked cigarettes for way too long, like 13 years or something like that. So I had, you know, when you smoke, you know, and you get the lines right here, and also you just get this normal like wrinkling right here from aging. I was starting to get that, and I know it was premature because I was a smoker in the past. So the lip filler not only like gave me a little bit of volume, but it also helped to smooth out like any of the fine lines that were happening around my lip. As long as you don't go back like every 6 months and get more lip filler, I think it's okay, you know. And it does migrate, and you need to be aware that it's going to take maintenance, you know. So if you get it, there's a chance that it might migrate a little bit further up your lip, and if you don't like the way that looks, you have to go and maintain it and like get that filler removed, you know what I mean? But I don't make any money off of like recommending filler to anybody, you know. I'm just saying I had it done and I really, really liked it. And it was a one and done. It was like 2 years ago. So, and with my filler, it's like, well, if it migrates, it's like, all right, well, I mean, my whole top lip was really just sad. And my whole, like this whole thing. So it's like, you have to migrate a whole lot of filler before my lip starts looking suspect. If you know what I'm saying. I can't help it. I think I got a look already. Oh, wasn't that a commercial for shampoo? If it's tingling, that means it's working. Yeah, I think it was for like Pert Plus or... Oh, thank you so much. I don't see anything yet. Oh no. Hopefully it works. Definitely if we were using... if we were using bleach, we would have saw a lot of lift by now. I ain't seeing nothing yet. We may have to use the 30 developer after all. Now that I'm ready to take the plunge and get some of the Duck Plump lip stuff, and it did nothing for my thin lips. Duck Plump lip stuff. Are you talking about like the kind that makes your lip tingle? And they get plump like that? Because that never worked for me either. I was in a really desperate situation. My lips were very tiny. And not only were they tiny, they were so tiny that it was actually something that people would poke fun at me when I was growing up. Chicken lips and stuff like that. Like, it was a real problem. It didn't super duper bother me. But once I went to go get Botox, and then I was like, you know what? They do lip filler here. I think I'm gonna try it. So that's pretty much what happened. And it's also not super duper cheap, so it's something you probably have to like call around, find who's a good accredited, got good reviews, and then see who's kind of got the best price, and then you know, save up for it, because it's not something you can just go. It wasn't something I could just go do on a weekend. I had to plan for it, for sure. And, oh, you guys can show that. See how, do you see how when Andrew said hose the other day, it let it go through, but it didn't let hers go through? Good morning, Shayna. We're doing a test strip right now. We're seeing what's up. It's not looking good so far. And we're like almost halfway through. It's not looking good. I'm thinking right now maybe I should mix it up with the 30. take this other box and just take a squirt. I should have just done a squirt with this. I don't know what, because I was feeling too confident. So I'm gonna take this and make just a squirt with a 30 and do another test patch. We'll see, because that is gonna be the next thing. Like I swear if this doesn't work and bleach is my only option, then we're not gonna be blonde anymore. Because I just can't. I can't with the bleach anymore. I give up. This is not like, I tried to pick like R&B or something. This ain't R&B. What the hell? It won't let me scroll because I have gloves on. What a piece of crap. Play something better. Do you know that on the YouTube Studio where you can choose between music and stuff like that, there's $500 songs on there? Girl, bye. I'm not paying that for no song. This sounds like 80s cop music. What's up, Jessica? Yours with bird lips too? Yeah, it's okay. It's the way of the world. Some of us girls just get bird lips. I'm always like very like infatuated with another girl's lips if like she has really supernaturally full lips, because I'm like, wow, that's so nice. That must be so nice. I'm gonna do 10 grams because it's not very much. It's still too much if it doesn't work out though. Can you see what you can't even see what I'm doing, dog. You should have said something. All right, that's 10 grams. Get off me. 10 grams of the high lift. And then we got, I had a unibrow. Oh, not everyone compliments my brows. Life is funny. It is funny. Y'all, you guys were probably here when I used to shave my eyebrows and then draw them back on. That wasn't too long ago. That was not too long ago. I'm telling you, like, I used to shave my eyebrows. I did 10 of each, 10 30 volume, and 10 of the high lift. And I have another brush here for just such an occasion. I hate that it's so low. I gotta put it somewhere where I can see it better. It sounds like porno music. I gotta change that. Which state are you from, Rachel? Me and my husband was trying to guess. I was catching up on yesterday's live. He thought Texas. I'm from Arkansas. Arkansas. However you want to say it. Ridiculous place. It's always like, I have a really hard, I don't know, I have a hard time having state pride. Oklahoma is easier, I feel like, to have state pride in because Casey really loves Oklahoma football. So he's really into that stuff. So, so I have an easier time like liking the logos for like Oklahoma than I do for Arkansas. But then again, when I grew up, my papa loved the hogs. And he taught me how to call the hogs from a very young age. I think I have like video footage of that. So, I don't know. It's just hard to be proud of us. We got such a shitty record. Thank you so much. Accents is a funny thing because I've been through a lot of them. I had a Arkansas accent when I moved to California, and then they washed that out of me. And then I came back from being in California, and I had a California accent, and then they made fun of me here. I've had many an accent. All right, we got some mixed up. It's just like loose around the bowl, just a teensy tiny amount. Off of me. All right, we'll take our cap off. Pull you back up. Take our cap off. Well, it's doing something, but I don't know if it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Got a little bit there. There's a little bit of lift there. That'll be interesting to see what it's going to look like. we still have like 6 minutes and 30 seconds, but only till 20 minutes. I think it would be fair to give it at least 30 minutes for that test strand, because we're not talking about bleach, right? Oh shit, yeah, I forgot I'm gonna do this other side. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting distracted. Sapulpa, Oklahoma. Jadina, am I saying that right? Yeah, people always talk shit. I like it. Most people always give me, you think it looks good? Most people say they like my accent, so it was just when you're a kid. You know how kids are dicks. It was just when I was a kid that I had those problems. I sucked really bad at being a telemarketer when I was a telemarketer, but the Southern accent, what few times I was able to hit the bell at work were probably because I had a Southern accent. Or I probably wouldn't have made those sales. There's just something very friendly about a Southern voice. Put you to bed. Tell you a bedtime story, put you right to sleep. Okay, we'll do it like that. Another test strip ready. Yeah, leave it for 30 minutes for sure. So important about that area of the U.S. I really want to learn more. Ignorant about that part? Well, there's nothing to know. No worries. You're not missing out on anything. Just nothing. You're not missing out on anything. I'm from the Southwest UK, so I have English equivalent to you. Oh, and the farmer accents. What show was I watching recently where they were talking about y'all's different accents and stuff? Casey, when I was watching it with him, he couldn't understand anything anybody was saying. I was like, boy, better not ever leave home. You are screwed. If our waiter has a heavy enough accent when we go somewhere, Casey is lost. He is no Lieutenant Ahura, if you know what I'm saying. His voice translator does not work at all. Trying to really saturate this strand. I know this looks like madness and chaos, but I swear I am not a professional. Okay, since the other one is starting to lift at 20 minutes, I'm starting to feel like we can make the 30 volume is probably going to look better. Well, shit. Now I need a washcloth. Yeah, they are wild. They are wild. But they're fun too. Like, I feel like I can understand everything y'all are saying. I was translating for him. I'm the master of accents. The femme master of accents. Ah, gotta get the washcloth out again. It keeps moving away from my test strand. That'll finish it off. Show y'all what I'm doing. I get a little bit out of line here. You gotta wipe it off. All right, that's test strip number 2. With the 30 volume. Second look at the, before I put the cap back on. This is the 20. Not bad. Okay, when the timer goes off, I'm gonna set another. Is it saturated enough, you think? Yeah, it's good. All right, when the timer goes off, I'm gonna set another 10-minute timer for that one. Rubber up. You didn't know you was getting all this today, did you? It did lift, but I don't know if it's gonna lift enough for me to pull off like putting a mild, because the color to go on top of it is not a heavy color. You know, I should have, when I was at Sally's, I should have got what she suggested, like that mushroom, that it's kind of like almost like a boggy gray type color. Not full, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Everything I'm saying sounds yucky when I'm describing it, but it was a pretty mushroom color. That's right, rubber up. I'm fully rubbered, okay? I have like sensitive skin. We can't mess around here. But yeah, I should have got that. But I still have some color to go on top. I don't know. See, but I'm afraid the lightest cool blonde is not gonna, if we get it lifted, right? Let's say we get it lifted to like it's still gonna be highlighter yellow, I'm afraid, and it ain't gonna cut it. But we're not lost at that point, because this is not gonna be as lifted as this. I think we're gonna have success here, you guys. I don't know, don't get too damn excited too fast. I believe you have to use at least 20 for it to work properly. I can't remember though. Yeah, 20 on this side, 30 on this side. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I got a while. I've got a while still. I don't know if I can reuse these or not. It's the same freaking. Glove off. Who's crying? Who's crying? Okay, I'm resetting the timer that just went off for the left side. Who's crying? Who cried? I'm so shocked that my dogs have been this good for this long. Shh, don't say that. You're gonna mess it up. I'm gonna use one of these, even though it may be expired though. Like, there is nothing in this package. Did I get scammed? There's nothing in here, man. Look how far I've cut down into this bag. I haven't even hit anything yet. That's creepy. Get out of here. Give me fucking anxiety. I got enough anxiety, homie. Is this their idea of like a good packaging thing? Because this sucks. Oh, now we see something. Look at that. Is that supposed to cover my whole face? I got a way bigger face than that. What's it saying? Hydrating amethyst. Ooh, it feels terrible. Oh my God. It feels really weird. Look at it. It's not even going on. Okay, we're gonna call this shit expired. I don't think it's supposed to do that. That ain't a face mask. That's a pile of Elmer's glue. Yeah, but there's no expiration date on it. Isn't that weird? That's creepy too. Why are you guys trying to freak me out? There we go. Ugh. Now I'm grossed out by it because I feel like it's expired. Well, that didn't work. I have another one, but it ain't gonna be cool. Detoxifying face mask. It probably don't even. This has cool colors in it, man. It's supposed to make my face all sparkly. What the hell? Terrible. Thanks a lot, Freeman. You have wonderful products. Amazing. That's defo expired. What's up, Tina? Yeah, it feels expired. It's not smearing on my face at all. Oh, I did moisturize my face today with oil. So that may have made it to where the mask didn't want to stick. Maybe it's not their product. I'm not 100% sure. I can't help it. I have to keep looking. Looking pretty good. I had to go to the post office this morning. And I don't know how long you guys have been watching me. Probably a long time if you're here. But the post office lady, I bitch about everybody. Let's just put it like that. I complain about everybody. But the post office lady, she's like really short with me sometimes. I don't remember if you, there's a guy, he's really, really nice. And then there's this chick and she's just like, she's just always ready to bite my head off. And I went in there and I had a package and Casey had put it into the wrong box. He had put it into a flat rate box or whatever. And I knew it was a flat rate box. Cause we've been through this. Like we've already been through this. I knew it was a flat rate box. He had bought the wrong label. He bought like a ground label or something like that. So all I wanted to do was come in there and get a flat rate. It's probably, man, probably. I have a lot of ops in my town, dude. They're just like all NPC characters with bad scripts just waiting to fuck me up around the corner. Anyways, so I was like telling her, hey, we accidentally tried to mail this and the mailman brought it back with this note. And before I could even get that out, dude, before I could even finish my sentence, she was like pointing at the box and she was like, that's because it's a flat rate. It's because it's a flat rate. And I'm like, yeah. No, I know. What I'd like to do is to just send it flat rate. Is that okay? Can we do that? And she was like, oh, yeah, we can do that. And I was like, bro, she was ready. She was ready to come at me for sure. Yeah, dude. Agreed, Emily. Agreed. And that's why I don't leave the house very much. Y'all always thought it was just because I was being silly. Well, you know what? I run into a lot of people who are really upset with life and themselves. I do live in Arkansas, so, you know, it happens. And I seem to find everybody who's having a bad day. It never fails. So, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Can y'all hear the music, or can I just hear the music? My mail lady at the office gave everybody but me attitude. I can see that. It's not that small of a town where you know everybody, but it's small enough to where if you live in one half the town, you have to go to like a post office, and then it's usually the same lady there. If I have to go get groceries, it's the same Walmart, and there's usually the same people working there. So it's not so small that everybody knows everybody's business. Like, I don't know. I'm not like, hey, Tim. Hey, John. Hey, Sally. When I go in. Well, it can be like that sometimes, but it's not typically like that. We're big enough to where we can recognize the employees and stuff, but not small enough to where you know everybody's business. Which, you know, I've been, like, adjacent to those towns before. I would say, like, a town that's a little bit away from me called, like, Mountainburg or whatever, that would be a town that would be small enough for like everybody to know everybody's business, but I was never in that small of a town. Yeah, for the most part. My earpiece is dying. I've got 12 minutes left. I reset the 20-minute timer, which means 30 minutes is going to be up in just a couple of minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and rinse it out. Did I do that? It's so hot there. It is easy to be in grumpy mood. That's true. We do get, our crime goes up a lot when it gets really hot here, for sure. My neighbor told our mail guy I wasn't single and he didn't deliver our mail for 3 days after that. Oh my God. That does sound like some shit that would go down over here, though. I'm trying to look for a good place to put this thing. Pop socket doesn't do shit. There we go. I can see that better. We are 2 minutes out from 30 minutes. That's not gonna be enough lift, I don't think. So I think I might try 10 more minutes. I don't think we're gonna hurt the hair because it's high lift blonde, it's not bleach, right? And it's my roots, it's virgin hair, so hopefully it won't hurt. That means this one's almost done. We'll have to look over here, I can't see. I think this one's lifting more. Can you see it? Either way, what do you think about this? Like, either way, let's say it lifts enough to just be blendable. Maybe I just do that. Maybe I just do my roots with this high lift blonde, get it to where it's like not as greasy looking, you know, when my hair is growing out. And maybe I just don't even tone the rest of my hair and just leave it the hell alone and let it live its like more natural lifestyle. I don't know if I can do that. Y'all, I'm so manic about this hair shit. Like, I go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. One day I wake up and I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm brown. And the next I'm like, I can never be done. So annoying. I'm annoying myself with it. Annoying. I think it is enough lift too. And we have another 10 minutes. I need to set this again. No, it's already set. That's going for this side and this side. I'm on it now. For show. I don't know, man. This free music kind of blows. You know? It's like, is this all your guys are willing to do for free 99? Just sounds like a bunch of really old adult movies. That's what it sounds like. Jiminy Cricket. I think the 30 is going to be perfect too. It's so funny because like, I think I'm really giving palpitations to some of the people that follow me that are hairdressers because there's like, oh my God, please don't do this. Secondhand like horror, you know, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm only doing my roots. No worries. And then if I do other stuff, Mama's got 10 volume for all that. And I don't even know if 10 volume is effective for putting color on here. What is this kindergarten-y crap? I'm gonna rage quit the music. I can tell you that right now. Oh, this is all that terrible, terrible, terrible music that they play on like everybody's videos. Well, that's over. I'm not playing that. That's for sure. Give me like 5 seconds. Did I bring my water in here? Let me grab a soda out of the fridge. Give me like 5 seconds. I will be right back. I'm getting a Pepsi Zero. What's this looking at me? Mmm, delicious. The cure for everything that ails you. Now, you see, most YouTubers that you watch on YouTube, they don't have patience for test strands, okay? I have seen many a YouTube video of girls just going ham and not caring, and that's how you end up with your shit melting off. Mmm. So delicious. I'm thinking about starting to sell some plants, but I'm nervous to take the plunge. Any advice? No, I would say if you're just starting, I would suggest selling plants on like Instagram if you have if you have a decent enough following, because Etsy is good, but their fees are really high to and they're always wanting you to advertise and stuff like that. I would do like a little bit of selling on Instagram before you move on to like a platform, because it'll give you a lot of practice too, and maybe try mailing some plants to your friends and family if you've never packaged or mailed a plant before. There's tons of great content on YouTube about packing plants and how to do it effectively and stuff like that. And make sure you're a good packer. Keep all your baby plants in totes so that they can't have pests, because you don't want to give anybody pests. And try to keep your prices as fair as you can. Check the market. Check on, Etsy and Steve's Leaves and Logies, and check all the big websites for plants and make sure that your prices are competitive. And go for it, girl. Watch Rachel's videos on packing plants. I sold on Etsy and they loved my packing and I was using the same method. Yeah, I do have several. Oh man, those videos really flopped and hit the toilet. But yeah, I have several. If you just go on my channel and there's a little search button in the corner and you just put in packing plants and it should bring you up whatever videos I have out there. I'm sure I have a couple. Yeah, the pests, you should be scared because it is scary. But like I said, if you have a clean cutting and you check your cutting and you really thoroughly wash it, rub your fingers on it. When I do showers for my plants now, because I'm so scared of pests and I've had so many pest experiences, that when I take my plants to the sink to wash them, I go like this on the leaves. I rub them like I wash my plants. Because a lot of times, even when you're hitting the plants with high-powered water and stuff like that at your sink, some of those webs from spider mites or some mealybugs, they're very hydrophobic. They have their own natural water defenses, because in the wild it gets wet, it rains and stuff, so you have to really get in there. And once your cutting is really clean, make sure your cutting is really clean. Put all of your cuttings into what you call your first rehab tote or whatever. And you can keep a watch on those cuttings that you do for 3 weeks. And if there's pests on them, it's probably going to be evident in 3 weeks. If they make it out of that box in 3 weeks, I say that they're ready to sell. And then you have really good practices with selling things. And if you can, keep your plants that you sell small. I learned that also, because shipping a larger cutting is more expensive and heavier. So you're going to keep your shipping costs lower. And shipping a smaller plant, it's easier to put it in a 1 cup and then turn a cup upside down over it. And it traps all the humidity and it protects it with a shell. And it keeps it to where anything's going to bang it. They could pretty much kick it across the room and it's not going to get damaged. So keep them small, I would say. And keep them contained. Make sure that you're really making it, you don't want to make it super difficult for them to get in it when they get it, but it happens. I'm sure people have to take a freaking a soldering iron to the stuff I send because there's so much masking tape, but I bet it gets there in one piece. And I learned a lot of that from Mountain Orchids, because Mountain Orchids would send the most elaborate, they would cut their own. It's just a gentleman that runs. I say they, but I'm pretty sure it's just the guy. You can look it up. It's mountainorchids.com. And he cuts styrofoam to place inside the box to make it its own cooler. And then he has his own, what feels like moist packing material. It's wild. But he was the best packer of anyone I ever ordered plants from. It's super inspiring. No problem. No problem, Emily. I've been doing it for a while. Nothing worse than receiving a new plant. It's been packed proper shit. There's soil everywhere. I agree. And sometimes I think, like, I'm like, are people that... Because, you know, sometimes we attribute malice where it's just ignorance. And sometimes that's hard for me to believe. Like, I have a hard time applying that logic because who could be that ignorant? You know, like, who could be that ignorant? But, you know, maybe there's some very gentle and loving and well-meaning person that thought that they could mail it that way and it would make it to you, okay? Like, I've literally seen people do plant trades on Facebook before, and they got the plant that was just cut. Like, imagine cutting a vine, and then you stick it in a manila envelope. And then you just shut the manila envelope and you send it, and they get it, and it's like this pummeled piece of, like, once was a plant in the manila envelope. And I'm not sure. Is that stupidity? Is that because they just hate you and they don't want... I don't know. Inexperience, probably. Just plain old inexperience. They do. They always tore the shit out of the boxes, didn't they? Yeah, man. And it's once you get it down and you've mailed like 10, the newness wears off and you won't be so scared anymore. It wears off. Just making sure you go through like a rehab portion. If you even suspect that plant may have had pests at some point in its life, I would suggest doing like a rehab. That's not the right word. Probation box. That's the right word. I'm so thirsty today, and we only got seconds left. Yeah, we're at 19 seconds. Okay, we're at 40 minutes for this one. Not terrible, but not the best. And we are at 30 minutes for this one. So I am just going to like rinse it off with, timer's going off. Rinse it off with like a bottle of water. Because obviously I don't want to wet my whole head. I'll rinse this one out first. And I'm just going to spray the portion of my hair like really heavily that I tested. And I'm aware that that's not good enough to get every single bit of the product out, but it's enough for me to make a decision and move on with the rest of the process, I would say. Oh, I don't think that's gonna do it. It might be enough to get it out of the roots, but I'm gonna have to rinse it out of the bottom. Too much. I used a lot of product because I wanted it to be really saturated. Give me a minute. Sorry. Okay, from what I can see, this did lift. And I'm not hating the end result. I will be over there in just a second to show you. Let me move my pib before I end up drinking some stuff. It lifted to like a really light, mousy type looking color. Which maybe I could live with that. It's interim, but then my dark brown roots are growing over that. It's really nasty. Okay, and it's also wet. I'm going to take like a second and dry it out. I should have brought dish towels too. Like, this is my first time like doing this with you guys, so I did not bring all the necessary equipment. Okay, here's what we're left with. Definite lift. It took the severity out of the darkness of the root. I have this other piece. Golly, for freaking, what are these? For velvet hair ties? These shits pull my hair like nobody's business. Damn. You like it? I'm gonna rinse out this other one too, and we're gonna see which one is the winner. And we're gonna cross our fingers that if the 30 developer is the winner, that it don't take my shit out at the overlap here. I want to be very careful. That's what that looks like. I had this side complimentary piece so we could look at what it looks like in the light. Before, after. Not totally dry. Before, after. 20 volume, about 40 minutes. 20 volume at 40 minutes. That's the test piece that I split. All right. You like it? Hey, Parker. No, you didn't really miss anything. I haven't gone in like super ham on it yet. We're just doing test strips right now. And so far, it looks like it's working. I don't think it's dangerous to go in, because this has only been 30 minutes. Do you think it would be dangerous to go like 10 more minutes? Excuse me, I'm burping. I'm trying to burp in the screen. Okay. All right. I don't think it's going to be dangerous. We're going to put a little bit more product on because it looked like it dried out a little bit on top. Here. We're going to do another 10 minutes. Get in there. This is not my favorite one. This brush. Shut your mouth. Give me $200 or I'm gonna beat down your door. Okay, 10 more minutes, and I think this may be the moneymaker, y'all. Definitely not gonna run it through my whole hair, so it's gonna be a routage experiment. And look at how I made this whole thing up. What an idiot. I should have just done a scotch like I did the other one. I wasn't thinking, wasn't using my brain. All right, one more 10-minute timer. It's a whole ass problem. It's a whole ass deal. Fashion. Ooh, speaking of fashion, let me show you guys this. And I've already worn this twice. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to tell what's going on. Oh yeah, you can tell. See this? See, this is mob, what do they call it on Instagram? Mob wife aesthetic. I am in my leopard print living dreams right now. You guys don't even know how many leopard print dresses I have like this right now. So it goes up and over the shoulders, and in the back, it's just gold chain. And then down here, and I sewed this damn split up. Like I made this split lower so that it's not like halfway up to my damn thigh. Thank God it was like a black color or whatever. But yeah, I'm loving my animal print stuff right now. Yeah, I think so too. You like it, Parker? Yeah, man. No, don't. No, don't do it, or do it. Seeing it dry will be, oh yeah. Well, if it goes a little too far and it like makes me crispy or whatever, then I'll know not to do it that long on my whole head. I can kind of feel it if it's gonna really dry it out. So, the only thing that would make this more fun is if I could play music that wasn't garbage. I used to have a subscription to, God, I can't even remember the name of it now. It was like this music service. I used to like to put music in my videos. Anyways, and it cost money. And then every time I would publish videos that had music in it, I had to go through this whole rigmarole because they would always claim it. Even though I went through all the processes that I was supposed to go to with this company, they would still claim it every time. And it got so annoying. That's why if you were like, where'd all the music and stuff go? That's where it went. Because they just weren't easy to work with. I'm sure if I went to a YouTube music studio and used them instead, then it would probably not get flagged as often. But it sucks because the way YouTube works is, like, let's say you spend a lot of time on a video or whatever, they can just hold your money in limbo for as long as it takes for them to decide whether or not you've made a mistake. That's what sucks about it. It's not the fact that you have to deal with it. It's the fact that they have an unlimited amount of time to like decide, and it's not cool. You know what I mean? When you're making money off YouTube videos, it's not cool for them to just. And also, you can't speak to anybody. You basically work for, I hope they don't like shadow ban me for saying all this shit, but you basically work for a shadow entity. There's no one to contact if I have issues. There's nothing. Like, you can at YouTube on Twitter. I don't even have a Twitter. I have to have Casey do it if I have a problem. Like, at YouTube, something. It's like, are you kidding me? There's no email for just general issues and problems with YouTube because there are so many users. They couldn't deal with it. There's too many people. It's just unmanageable at this point. Your shower cans are thank you. My childhood brought back from the early 2000s, the animal print. Do it. Oh my God. I've been all over the place. Like, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I have a shorter one. Hang on just a second. I have them like all different lengths and sizes and stuff, but you can. I'm not joking, y'all. Like, I went ham with the animal print. Here's another one. This is short. Not super short. Like, it goes down to mid-thigh. Just a spaghetti strap leopard print. And then I have like a bodysuit. It's like a, it doesn't show panty lines or anything. And spaghetti strap. So with the bodysuit, I got a cute little leopard skirt to wear. And then I also have another one, but it's like, I can't find it in my closet. It's half. So it's like one shoulder's out, and then the other one comes down like this, and it goes down to like your knees or whatever. It's like a bodycon dress, but it's super cute. But yeah, I wear an animal print is something when I was younger that if I saw it, I would gag. I was like, never. I will never, ever, ever wear animal print. And now here I am, living my best life, wearing animal print. What can you do? What can you do? I don't know who I'm going to be 10 years from now. I don't know if I'm still going to be wearing animal print. I don't know if I'll be back in my hoodie and pajama pant days. Like, who the hell knows what I'm going to be like? I try to just give myself a lot of grace and whatever. Like what we talked about yesterday, when it was something about self-care. If the thought pops into my head to do self-care, I always have a nagging secondary thought that pops up afterwards and says, well, we don't have time for it or whatever. And I have to push that thought away and do the self-care. But with fashion, because my town is not like a big town. So if you wear something that's like out of the box or whatever, like people are going to look at you. Like, no doubt. If you're not in jeans and a t-shirt or business casual, people are going to stare. So it's really confronting sometimes to wear the things that I want to wear. Like, I'm not showing too much skin. All my bits are covered. It's just kind of like loud. Some of these clothing choices are a little bit loud, and I get really intimidated. So the thought process is, I'll think, this is what I want to wear today. And then the secondary thought creeps in of someone's going to have a problem with it, or someone's not going to like it, or someone's going to give me a dirty look or whatever. And then that second decision or secondary thought will make me not wear the clothing that I wanted to wear. Not anymore. Not anymore. I don't have those, like, if I pick up something out of my closet and that's what I feel like wearing today, and I have that background thought like, oh no, you can't wear that because, you're going grocery shopping. Why would you wear that? You're just going grocery shopping. Because I just want to fucking wear it. You know what I mean? Like, is that not good enough? Can I just not want to wear something? I don't know why there is like some asshole that lives inside of my head that's like, telling me I can't do the stuff that I want to do. Like, why is that happening? Where did that dickhead come from? You know what I mean? Like, if that's what I want to wear to go grocery shopping, that's what I'm going to wear. And tomorrow, if I want to wear something, you know, and it's lime green to go to CVS, that's what I'm going to wear. Like, I'm sick of letting that weird secondary asshole dude in my brain tell me what to do. And he's been following me around my whole life, and it's so annoying. And he's still in there, but now I'm winning and I'm taking over. It's all, I mean, yeah, Shayna, not these days, no more, okay? I only have so much, you know. I'm not saying I'm not planning on living a long life, because I hope I do live a long life. But even if I do live a long life, I only have so much time left. You know what I mean? Like, am I going to really let these podunk assholes in my town dictate how I dress? I don't think so, okay? I don't think so. Mama ain't got time for that shit. That's right, life. That's right, Marnie. Life is too short. Let's say I live to be 95. Like, I'm almost I'm halfway there. Like, why don't I just wear whatever the hell I want to wear? You know? I went through that in high school. I wore what everybody wanted to wear in high school. Wore what everybody wanted to wear in junior high. And then I went through like a total tomboy phase in high school that persisted all the way up until last year. And now I'm dressing super femme again. And I'm embracing it 100%. And it feels good. And I like it. And it's disturbing for some people. Like, my boys are like really taken aback, because you got to understand, they're used to seeing me in like nothing but hoodies and sweatpants for years, like years. So when I walk out of the bathroom and I'm getting ready to go to Walmart and I'm wearing something cute, like, they're like, where are you going? Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm going to Walmart. And they're like, why do you look like that? And I'm like, because I'm alive, baby. I woke up breathing today. That's why. And I think I look cute. So that's what we're going to wear. Okay? No worries. And then my son feels like he's got to go and be a freaking bodyguard for me at Walmart. Worried someone's going to talk to me. All right. Ooh, child. That looks good. Let me rinse it out real quick. We'll see what we're working with. That was, damn, was that 30 minutes or was that 30? No, it was 40. I reset the clock. From what I can see so far, it kind of looks like it lifted almost the same. Maybe I just can't see it very well yet. I'm gonna make a mess. I cleaned my bathroom 2 days ago, so that's why I'm in here just destroying everything. I mean, barely. It barely got any lighter. Is it worth using the higher volume developer if it barely got any lighter? Is it stronger than I think? Ooh, I don't know. Okay. So as the one on the left side of my head, the 20 volume one is drying, it's looking kind of whack. It's looking more red. Definitely neither one of these are lifted to what I would want to put some color over or put some tone over. All right, I'm headed over to show you. Okay. Let me kind of turn you a little bit so the light will do better justice. Still hard for you guys to see. Here's the before, the really dark root. Here's the after. It's so hard to tell. Hang on. Let me use my flashlight. Turn on, you son of a bitch. Ugh, I'm gonna drop everything. Is that any better? See, it lifted, but it's still lifted to like a coppery, like orangey type tone, just like this over here. It didn't lift good enough, really. You like it? Let me run like a blow dryer over it really quick. Hang on, I'll push mute so I won't blow y'all's ears out or anything. I don't know, I don't think it's gonna work. If anything, it's gonna be, if anything, this will be a good way to walk it off of the bleaching and just deal with like regrowth that won't be so intense. Like if anything, this will take my regrowth process. Like if I try to grow out all my natural hair, this will like, it won't do that because no matter what, I have to color my roots. I still have to keep lightening. I don't know. I'm not sure, guys. I don't know. What I do with my flashlight? No matter what. What? Oh no. Casey said his legs are already wore out. It's a warm blonde. Looks good. The 30 is better. You could always use that. Are you saying a purple shampoo? I don't think the purple shampoo will do anything because it's not. I think the light is not doing it justice here. Because when I turn around and I have like the natural light coming through here, and I look in it, and I look at it, it looks like it's giving more red, for sure. Let me rinse it out a little bit better. I've just felt, I knew this was gonna be chaotic, but that's just the way it is, y'all. It's just chaotic. Sitting over here and melting my hair. Okay. Probably better. Everybody's probably impatient, like, bitch, just dye it already. All right, let me mute you. I'm gonna turn on my, where's the mute button? Oh no. Is there a mute button? Oh, there it is. Okay. This fucking light is pissing me off. Okay, long story short, we are definitely gonna do it. We're gonna do it in 30 volume. It got better lift. I know I can't like show you very well. I don't know why. I guess because of the lights, natural lights coming in through here, and this is just my dark dungeon ass house light coming in on from the other side. So we're gonna do the 30 volume. We're gonna do it on the roots, and this is going to be a maybe use 10 volume twice. Last time not use purple shampoo. Yeah, there's not a big difference between them. Yeah, there is actually like a 10% difference. You just can't see it in the light. It's just shit. It's just shit lighting, but trust me, the 30 volume lifted better. So the plan is I'm gonna go ahead and do all my roots in this one session. Are you you're allowed to do anything you want to do. I'm just scared to use it. And the only reason I'm scared to use it is because this hair is not virgin hair. This hair that's already yellow, it's already been bleached and used a $20 20 volume. Yeah, the right side is less orange also. It's really hard to tell. I'm gonna quit doing that because I'm just leaning over looking like a freaking psychopath. So we're gonna do the roots, and it's just, my hair is just gonna look awkward for a while. And I'm just gonna continue. This is just gonna be my new color. Is this like, it's like a light honey blonde. I like it. I think it looks good. I'm gonna let go of this and just let it slowly grow out. And that way, if all I'm doing to my roots is a $30, if I quit saying dollar, I'm gonna die, is a 30 volume developer and a high lift, I think that will be much, much less damaging to my hair than like bleaching and toning and all that stuff. That's the plan. Like, I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but mix 30 and that's a good idea. I don't have 40 though. I'm almost sure I don't have 40. You will have 35. I would do 40. Let me look at my cabinet really quick. I don't know, like I have a ton of stuff. No, just 30. Don't listen to my knees crunching. It's so embarrassing. No. Oopsie. No, all I have in the cabinet is 20 clear. So hear me out. If the roots just look terrible or whatever, I can if they just didn't lift near enough, I can always go back with the 30 and the high lift and do it again. We already used one of them mixing them with the 20. That was really dumb. We're not gonna do that again. This is how it goes every time I'm in here. If I don't have a specific plan, it's madness. Utter and complete madness. Okay, we're committing. Here we go. I better have enough product for my whole head. I don't think this is gonna be enough. Okay, we're gonna have to, this is gonna get wild. We're gonna have to mix, most likely, some of that other in here. Shit's gonna get woolly. Wish I had that damn key to roll this shit out. That's why I bought it. Terrible. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Hang on. Ooh. Is there a puppy dog in there? You can't see. There is a puppy dog in here, but you can't see. They have been so exceptionally good for my live stream. I don't even know what to do. I'm scared. I'm waiting for them to freak out. So I don't have 40, so I'm just gonna do the 30. The 30 and let it sit. You were saying 35 minutes. Are you saying 30 and 40? I don't know what you mean. I'm gonna do the 30 developer, but I might leave it on for like 35 or 40 minutes. This is so hard to do with my weak ass hands. Golly. Why? Jesus. My hands are seriously about to just be done. I don't think this is going to be enough to do my roots, guys. I'm getting scared. Shit. Can't even hold on to it all the way. It's only 42 grams. Probably is definitely not gonna be enough. It's so stringy. I've never had anything that was that stringy before. Weird. Is that olive oil? Talking about this right here? that what you're talking about? Yes, it is. That is how I do all of my skincare. Did I have 30 already? Or did I just use this? Bitch. Okay, good. I do. At least I have more developer in case I run out. Bitch! Oh my god, I spilled my whole soda. Oh man. All of it went all over the ground. Don't lick it, don't lick it. You'll get the beatus. Damn it. Now I gotta go get another towel. Oh man, that thing was so delicious. Hang on, I gotta go get another one. I knew this was gonna be complete chaos. Everything's gonna be sticky. Y'all, I did not need that. I'm already worked up. I didn't need it. Yeah, you get chaos. Yeah, that's olive oil. So when I get done, like at the end of the night, and I take my makeup off, I use olive oil to take my makeup off. And then, like once my makeup's off, my face is like super dry. Even though I'm using the oil to take it off, my face gets dry anyways, because I told you guys, I am a dry girl. Like, I am dry. So then I take a little bit of olive oil in my palm of my hand, and then I use it, like I dab it on my face like this, and I use it as face moisturizer. And then, when I get out of the shower, I use olive oil as a complete and total body moisturizer. Because I'm trying to get away from using... you know, anything but natural products. Like when I went shopping at that Pink Fern place down in Fayetteville, they had some lotions there that were beef tallow, but I've never used it, and it smelled really, really good, but it had some pretty strong scents in it, and I didn't know how it would be like on my face, because that's where I wanted to use a moisturizer the most. I used to use like Cetaphil and stuff like that. I just want to get away from that stuff. And you know, she says as she's mixing chemicals to put on her head, I see the hypocrisy. I understand it, but technically it's because I have such insanely sensitive skin. It's not because, you know, of anything else. I just, anything I can do to try to keep my like psoriasis and stuff at bay, I will. And I used to, when I was younger, I would get little dry patches on my eyelid and shit. So it was not cute. And now that I eat a ton less processed foods than I used to, like I'm not saying I'm a perfect, because I'm not. I still eat some processed foods from time to time. But ever since I quit, like my psoriasis has disappeared. Probably 75% of my psoriasis has gone away. So clearly it was diet oriented, and it wasn't just because I have bad genetics. It's because I had a horrific diet and I was just eating whatever, and that's why my skin was just like totally whacked out. I'm hoping that within the year I can have clear skin. Like I'm hoping my psoriasis will completely go away, in which case I'll be making a video talking about how I healed my psoriasis through diet, because that's exactly how it's going away. This time I'm going to set my soda really far away from me, so I can't do that again. I mopped in here literally the day before yesterday. Serves me right. What was I thinking? Probably isn't going to be enough. I have tried coconut oil. I've tried everything. I just prefer olive oil, because when you spread it around in your hands and then like you rub it on your legs or whatever, it travels. So a lot of times when you're using natural oils, it'll go like you can't get it to like rub in like a lotion. So, but olive oil seems to glide, you know, like other parts. When you're trying to rub lotion, it's super annoying. You know, you don't want to use like a pound of oil. So that's kind of why. And almond oil, I've used it too, and it glides really easy on the skin. Just the older I get, the less I trust like the government or like the people who approve the lotions and potions that we put on our faces and our bodies. Like, once I figured out that the government doesn't really check in on what people are selling until there's a problem. So the only way you know something is like cancer causing or really terrible for you is if there's like a class action lawsuit. Like, there's no process you have to go through to put your product on the market. It's just when it kills somebody or makes someone really sick that the FDA gets involved. So with that in mind, yeah, I don't be trusting a lot of that shit on my skin anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, for real. Have you done fascia body work? Amazing as detoxing. I have not, but I've heard about it. Is that the one where they do like the thingy where they're pushing like this and they're making the people have like really bright red marks? Is that the one? Or is it like some sort of other treatment? I think that's what you're talking about, like those really deep ones. I don't know. If you're talking about body toxins, like, it's hard for me to get on board with the body toxins conversation 100% because we live in like toxic sludge. Like, we breathe toxic air. We are in a microplastics environment, you know, like everything sucks that we're in. So we're just filled with toxins. I don't know how much detoxifying you can really do. But with that being said, you know, I'm just doing my best, I guess. Just trying to like limit my exposure to all that crap. You know what I mean? You get on these like health feeds or whatever, and you'll be afraid of everything. Every other Instagram reel's like, it's gonna kill you, it's gonna give you cancer, it's gonna do blah, 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 blah. Now your hair is too thick? Damn, girl. Must be nice. I'm trying to get like you. I'm trying to get like you. Not really. I'm in here for my shit again. Man, there's nothing that makes me more like in awe as when I see like a girl with like really long, curly, flowy, beautiful hair. I'm just like, oh, lovely. Love to see it. I wish. Never really had hair like that. I've always had just fried ass hair anyways. All right. I think we're safe with this application. I don't think this 30 volume developer and this lift, high lift blonde, is going to take my hair off like and make it all break right here. I think we're safe. We don't have to worry about that happening. That better not be my famous last words. Bet not be. Hey, what's up, Peanuts Plants? We're in my bathroom. We're playing games in my bathroom. And we're gonna try, I don't know, don't wanna just, I'm not feeling on the clock because it's not bleach. So I might just go ahead and do my whole head. Before you say, Rachel, why are you starting at the top? Why are you gonna start at the very top? Why are you starting here? I'll tell you why. Because this is probably not gonna lift the best. So I want this to have the longest time of exposure. Because this is how I wear my hair typically, is split right down the middle. I won't do anything. It'll, what? It won't do anything. It'll only lift natural. Well, I don't know what you mean, Jadina. It lifted enough. It lifted enough. I think this is what the root color is. I'm not going to be blending it down. What the root color is, when I get these roots done, that's what that's the hair color we're going to grow into. I don't know who that is. You get on out here. That's the color we're going to be for like until whatever you do, leave the ends low. I will absolutely, I'm not touching the ends. I swear, Jadina, I'm not touching the ends. Yes, we're only doing the roots. Don't be afraid. Yeah, no, I know it's not going to lift the blonde. I'm going to do my best to stay far away from the already lifted hair. The roots, whatever they lift to, is what I'm going to try to like grow my hair out to be just that lifted color. Just keep doing my roots over and over, and that way I'm not bleaching. And then next month we may dye my hair completely brown. I don't really know. Can't guarantee it. We're going to try our best to avoid the already lifted hair. Here we go, bitch. Get into it. You know, this is actually like a really nice way to see what I'm doing. Forehead cam 2020. Shh. Hey, hush. Sorry, I just have to shut my door. They're not going to shut up. If they get too bad, I'll go put them up. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna go completely cross-eyed. I'm just gonna, oh my God. This is gonna be really hard to not go cross-eyed. The demonic dog screams. That's what I'm saying. I told you. The little hellhounds. Do you know what inspires all that? Someone taking a walk. They think they own the whole damn street. They do not, but that is not what they know. And if this ain't enough, we're already committed, girls. Like, I'm gonna have to just like stop the stream if this ain't enough, and like, you know, do the wash and rinse or whatever, and then head to Sally's and go get the rest. Because I have already started. Girls, we are in it to win it. And like I said, let's say this turns out like complete and total horse shit, okay? Then we can always go over it with a light brown dye. Nobody's gonna die. I'm not gonna die. My dog has been debarked and she sounds so scary. Oh, really? What is debarking? That sounds weird. Whatever it is, that's what my dog needs to have. She is insane. She literally just posts up on the back of the couch all day, and her only mission in life is just to catch some sorry ass person walking by so she can scream bloody murder. And also, when I let him out in the morning, that's her job. Like once everybody hits the doggy door, I don't know why. It's just it's a pattern. Every time they hit the doggy door, it's screaming when they're going out. I have tried so many times. Like, I pick her up sometimes before she can even make it to the doggy door. It doesn't help. She just screams bloody murder. She's terrible, Peter. She's terrible. So wild. I've never done this before, by the way. I've never attempted to use anything but bleach. And I'm only going to do like 3 or 4 on this side. Then I'm going to go back to the other side of my part. There is the piece we hit. That's dried a little bit now. And I'm going to avoid it a little bit, but not completely. This is where I need the freaking music because girls gotta concentrate. No. Oh my God. After school jamboree. Get out of here. These are the most dumb brows genre, country and Americana. Hip hop. Let's try hip hop. Apply. This is where the music selection gets really scary. Price. 0. Apply. We'll see what we get. I had to pull my index finger out because it surely wasn't recognizing it in my glove. Trying to keep the placement pretty accurate here. Okay, now we're gonna flip to the other side of the part. Like I said, these are the places I want to process the longest because it's the most exposed. So like if I wear my hair down, I always do a middle split. So we want to get some good lift on that. If there's lift to be had, I want it to be here. And I know that kind of goes against like anything that makes sense to a cosmetologist, and I'm so sorry. Please don't unsubscribe. I've been up to this fuck shit forever. Real life be a hard pill to swallow for some people. Authenticity is difficult for some. I get it. I get it. Get them roots by the face. Ooh, that ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to look over here. I'm gonna go blind. This is like, I just hope and pray this doesn't look like complete and utter shit. Not because it's not fixable, but because it's gonna take up a lot of my time. And I'm trying to do other stuff. Like, for the dirty plant trade that's happening at the end of the month, like I was talking yesterday about how I could potentially do it, but I'm gonna have to put a lot more thought into that, like how it's gonna work, because this month it'll probably be fine, right? But if I get any more members than what I have this month, then it's gonna be really hard for me to ship out like 25 or 30 plants or something like that for plant trades. So I'm thinking of either doing 10 of my own or 13 or however many of my own plants, and doing some sort of lotto or how I can pick dirty plant hoes to like trade with. Like I am really racking my brain, like, because fairness is kind of important. Actually, I have no idea what it entails. There's horrible coughing sound. I just checked and they removed the tissue from their vocal cords. Oh shit, that's crazy. I've been with you before the pandemic. You can't get me down. I'm in your early plant years. Oh girl, damn, you've really been around forever, huh? Like I said, the application is not perfect. I wouldn't say it's horrible either though, y'all. It could leave some to be desired, but we're doing our best. I'm gonna do like 3 or 4 rows like this on this side, and then I'm gonna tackle like the top to the back. Also, just all the first places that are gonna show if I do a hair down type situation. Everything that's happening on the inside, like the inside of my hair, like if I was to split it and lift it up, those are a lot less cringy moments because people typically don't see that bit as often if they're not like married to you or whatever. I just ran through the bleach spot, so I skipped it. What about a sign up Google sheet so you know what people have and are looking for? I'm gonna do that also, but Andrew, how do you think I should make it to where, like, because I can't send out 20 plants every month or like 30, so how do I decide who to trade with on the plant trade? And And that's, like, I know all the dirty plant hoes aren't going to show up on the live. Like, I'm sure some just aren't going to be interested. But a lot are. And I don't know how I'm going to do that in a fair way besides literally, like, drawing numbers. I am gonna go over this bleach spot that I did on this side. Not bleach, but this lifted spot to see what a second treatment would look like. A second go with the roots. So how do I pick like who's gonna get to do it? Oh man, just Harper, you've been with me since 2019, damn. Then you can, Casey can, do a randomized and pick a randomizer. That's what I think I'm gonna have to do. Like, I don't want to do that, but I think I'm gonna have to do that. Because, like, it's at a good number right now. The dirty plant hoes are at a good number right now. And I genuinely think that this month I can trade with everybody. But that's because of the number of people that are there. But if I get any more people, then it's going to be unhandleable. And Casey, which I have spreadsheets on my phone or whatever, but he's just so fast at typing. Like, I can type, obviously. Well, I don't know if y'all know that, but I can type. But it's slow. If that's another thing. That's another thing. If not everybody signs up, then I won't have to pick or anything. That'll be awesome. But I fear that, like, if this consistently happens over time, I'm just not gonna be able to handle the volume. And I couldn't believe I didn't think of that, like, in the moment, like when we were talking about that. Like, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll just send out, you know, like 16 plants at like $10 of shipping a piece, you know, like, because a lot of my members didn't come back until this month. And so YouTube doesn't pay out on what happens this month until next month. So I can't even use a YouTube payout really to do that yet. But like I said, I keep telling you I'm trying to get back in my bag on YouTube. It's literally what I mean. So I can have the money to do things like that and ship out stuff like that. My one finger that's without a glove so I can control everything. You also don't need to pick, yeah. All right, so now I did the basic front. Basic front. I'm gonna do one or two more on this side, kind of match up the depth. And I'm much less concerned about how good my roots look on the bottom portion. Underneath all this, that can wait. And what time did we start this rodeo? It's 12:23 right now. I'm guessing that I started at about 12:19? 12:20. We'll call it 12:20 just to keep track. So I don't know how long this top part's been processing. It's like some Jason Freddy shit. I saw, and like, everybody is really ready for fall. And like, I'm not. I'm a summer baby. Why do y'all want it to be cold? I don't get it. Go around and see everybody's like, oh, in my mind it's fall, or if you don't go out and buy the fall supplies right now, you're missing out. And I'm like, girl, can we enjoy the heat? I die in the wintertime. Like, I freaking die. I hate it. Every year the wintertime comes and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I've got to move to Florida. It's all I can take. I can't do it anymore. And every year I just end up putting up with it and just keeping on carrying on. I must love it here. It's been over 100 degrees here for a month straight. That's about us. We did have a rainy week about 2 weeks ago. And it cooled everything down to like 90 for a week. So it was kind of nice. It's not cold in fall where I live. Well, it's not. Yeah, it gets nipply around here. You gotta wear sweaters and stuff. Yeah, I know. I just can't. Every winter that happens, I pray for the summer like you wouldn't believe. I say, God, if you could just make it, if you could just make it freaking, I'm using my mirror right here. I don't know if you can see it. I see the back of my head. I say, God, if you could just make it warm today, I would do anything. Just make it warm. I'm dying. It used to be way, way worse because when I was really arthritic, you know, from all the inflammation and stuff, it was so much worse because like in the wintertime, my pain level would like go through the roof. And I don't know why, I guess just the weather or whatever. I just looked dark for some reason. And so during the winter, I would be in so much more pain. And in the summer, it was like you get relief. Something about a hot sun being on your joints, that feels good. It gives you relief. Just the heat in general. Sorry, I'm trying to get this piece off back here. I used to call this Rachel's Ratchet Salon, but then Jenna Marbles got canceled for calling hers the Jenna's Ratchet Salon, so I guess we'll have to come up for another name for it. You ever think she'll come back? I think about her sometimes. I think about her sometimes like an old friend that I've lost connection with. Old Jenna Marbles. Wonder, I know she's married to Julian. I know Julian still uploads. I just want to know what she's doing. I don't want to know. God says go brunette. Oh my God. No kidding. It's still winter down here in New Zealand. It's so freaking cold. Oh my gosh. Screw that, Marnie. So you miss the rainy days? Oh my gosh. Casey loves the rain. I hate it. I don't like it. I like the sun. I want the sun. If it ain't the sun, get it out of my face. I want to be on a lake. I want to be on a beach. I want to be warm, for God's sakes. Sure as hell don't want to be freezing. I don't want to be cold. I don't want to be wet. None of that. Because it never fails. If it's wet outside, I got to go outside and do some shit in that wet. Never fails. And my goofy ass don't ever know where any of my umbrellas are. So every time it rains, it's like the first time it's ever rained. And then I have to go buy an umbrella somewhere, and then I'll find my umbrella when I get back. It's terrible. I'm not emotionally, like, you know that little meme of that lady? I think it was from either like Love Island or something like that. And she was like, I am going to die in this weather. I'm going to freeze to death. That is how I feel. I feel that's her. She is how I feel. Wish I would have been born in like a really tropical climate. But it wasn't. Don't you run away from me, you little shitbird. But on that note, like everything is just completely fall oriented right now, and everybody's just so excited for fall, y'all. Let me tell you something else crazy. I don't even like the pumpkin spice latte. And you know why that's messed up? Because I love pumpkin pie. So I don't know why I don't like that, but I don't like that shit. Do you ever see them? Speaking of pumpkin pie latte, have you seen the Meat Canyon video about the basic white girl going to get her pumpkin spice latte? You miss Jenna Marbles? I know, I miss her. Need to start mopping these floors. You haven't contemplated bleaching my hair? Do it, girl. Them floors don't need mopping. Those floors will be there tomorrow and the next next day and the day after that. Bleach your hair, baby. With full disclosure, I'm not bleaching. I'm high lift blonding. What was that for? Oh, I need to set another alarm for, hang on. I'm supposed to go do something for the boys at school. Shit. 12:30, okay. Hopefully, I'm gonna be, yeah, either way. I probably won't be able to hang out super long. I'm definitely gonna have to get off by 2, for sure. And I don't know if I'm probably not gonna be done, but. Like, I got action music on, like I'm over here James Bond in it or something. Can I just get some cool vibes? The good thing about having thinning hair is there's just not as much. Like, I feel like when I used to bleach my hair, like this shit would take forever. And guess what? I just don't have as much hair as I used to. Like, I'm already over halfway done, which is wild. Already down to the crown, for sure. I think God's been trying to tell me to go brown for a lot longer than today. I'm just being hard-headed, like the rest of my life. Here we go around the ears. Almost done with the whole front section. Make sure to get the babies, the little babies. Hey. All right, move over to the other side. You can pretty much see it lifting up around the roots already. I don't know. I know for sure when we go out and we're out live like tomorrow at that grand opening, I know for sure the lighting will be good then. Because it'll be outside and you will definitely be able to see what it looks like. It could just look like a big old pile of shit. But you gotta experiment sometimes, ladies and gents. That piece out. Oops. Oh man, I'm thirsty. So thirsty. I reset the alarm. Did I do it? My ADD ass. 2 p.m. Save. Oh God, I almost set that alarm and then didn't save it. I know the music's so dumb. Help me. This next song is called Crockpot. No, I didn't. I didn't. Casey said that I should like see if I can keep it up for like a month or whatever. With the live streaming and stuff. Oh my gosh, that's my old intro song. Yeah, fuck all that. The music is whack. The music is whack. And we cannot tolerate it anymore. I thought it was going to be like, Epidemic Sound is not the one that I used to use. But I thought, that's the only name I could think of right now. I thought it was going to be more like that. Where you could just like play some music in the background. But no. Sounds terrible. Oh. Everybody say a prayer. Because we have fully committed. Oh, my Lord. You should be working? What do you do? Or what is the gist of what you do? Memories about what? What did I say? I forgot. I forgot. Trying to make sure it's saturated. I'm trying to play nice around the lines and still getting it saturated, and it's not easy to do. I'm not doing this with foils or anything like that. By the way, I wish I could do foils. I think that would make life a lot easier if I could. I've tried, I've bought them. I don't know if it's the nails or what. It just ain't vibing. The old intro song, oh my God, yeah. Yeah. You know, I found a channel the other day. I was watching somebody and they had that intro song as their intro, and I was like, damn, they'll just be letting anybody use that shit. That takes me back. Damn near gives me like trauma flashbacks. That was a hell of a time. Oh my God, the back of my head looks a little fucked up right now. It is not looking super organized. Look. We started out with really sharp lines, and now we are devolving. I'm not giving up with the sharp. I'm not giving up with the placement. It just doesn't look that great right now. How many people have you seen dye their hair on YouTube or YouTube video, and they're just like, they put it all in their hands and they just squab that shit on? How many times have you seen that? Working. Medical billing, easiest job on the planet. I will never quit because it has negative stress. Really? I've never heard anybody say that. Oh my God, no. What was HSL After Dark song? I can't even remember. Whoa, what was it? It wasn't the same intro song. Oh my God, I don't even remember it. In case you put all those videos on private, I told you he went to the podcast channel, which was always kind of his baby. The podcast channel was. Before he got that big promotion and all that stuff went down in his work, that was his baby. So he was the one, when he got really, really fit, I think it was like last year in July or whatever, he took all those videos off of the, like put them on private, I think. I don't know if he deleted them or put it on private. He might have deleted them, but he wanted to start his channel, and he renamed it to T2 Fitness. And I'm not sure if the channel is like still live like that, but it's like the letter T and the number 2 Fitness. And he was going to take that. I've said this before, but maybe you guys weren't there, but like he wanted to take it and do like workout videos and meal suggestions for type 2 diabetics, because he's had to change his life a lot since he's became a type 2 diabetic. And he also has lost a lot of weight, and he's gotten really physically fit. Like, he's put on a ton of muscle since he got that diagnosis. Like, we weren't lifting weights and stuff like that, for damn sure. It was something about food. Oh my God, like pancakes or something like that. Oh my God, my brain wants to bring it up, but I can't remember. I tell everyone to apply. Unfortunately, no one leaves around here. I also work from home. That's awesome. Your coworkers are your 3 dogs. Same girl. Yeah, really. That's awesome. I love that you love your job. That's a very, very rare vibe. Very rare vibe. Most people are out here just trying to not, you know what I mean, go insane because of their jobs. I felt like that section I took was a little too fat, but we'll find out when the fat lady sings, won't we? Feeling pretty good. I feel like I'm making pretty good time. 12:20 is when I started on the top of my head. So the top of my head's been processing for about 19 minutes. Not too bad. I feel like I'm making pretty good time. But I probably do need to pick up the pace a little bit. Oh God. Oh child. gonna have to mix some. Oh man, I'm not gonna make it. It's not gonna be enough. It is not gonna be enough. Okay, I need to mix a little bit more of this that I already mixed up because I was a dumbass. Maybe a little bit more. The stress level from your job is killing you. Yeah, that's the general vibe, girl. That is the general vibe. The job market is so rough, and what I don't understand is how, what's weird is like everyone's like, you can't hire anybody. Like, where are all the people to hire? That's what, like, I'm hearing the weirdest shit. Like, I know the job market's tough, and like people are having to put like their applications in at like 300 some odd different employers just to get a call back or just to get an interview. But all these places that are hiring are saying that it's like impossible to find people and nobody's applying for jobs anymore. And I don't get the disconnect of discourse. Like, I don't understand that. How can jobs be looking for employees so bad and employees be looking for jobs so bad? And it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the same way around here. Like, if you need to get a job, like, I don't know where you get a job at. Really don't. I don't see, like, my teenage sons, like, you know, I'm trying to get them out there in the world and start their first, like, little part-time job or whatever. And even the fast food places that we've gone to, they're like, no, we're not hiring. No, we're not hiring. I'm like, all right, shit. I thought like McDonald's was always hiring, you know? I thought like Taco Bell was like always hiring. But a lot of these places just saying they aren't hiring right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. The whole thing's going to hell in a handbasket's what I know. I know that when you get to our ages also, everything just seems, you know, nothing's going to be as good as it was in the good old days, you know? Back when we were younger. Nothing's going to be as good as that. You know, I used to be able to like work a waitress job by myself and pay for my own 1-bedroom apartment. No problem. No problem. At a waitressing job. Now, if I try to go get a waitressing job now and pay for my own 1-bedroom apartment, no way. There's no way. I think the lowest price, and we are a smaller town, and I would say the lowest price for a 1-bedroom apartment that's like worth living in, that's not a slum, is going to run you about $950, $1,000 for a 1-bedroom. That would be like a good one that has like probably a washer and dryer in the unit, maybe not. Yeah, and kids, get out of here, dude. Look, we could talk about the economy every day. Yeah, way too low wages to live in this area. I can't even survive on $20 an hour anymore. And love by yourself, gotta have roommates. I used to work at a pizza place and could afford my, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I had my own apartment. I had a cat. Like, and I know I got stressed at the end of the month when the rent would come around, but I made it. Like, every time I made it, and I remember I went out and did stuff. I went out and had fun. Okay? So I don't know what the fuck. I really don't. I know inflation is a thing. I know that it's a thing. But I was under the impression, because I'm ignorant, and I don't know anything about economics or anything like that. So I thought that once inflation went up, and I'm sorry if this makes you think less of me, because I don't know like economics really well, but I thought like eventually the inflation would go back down. But that's not how it works. So apparently, like, once the inflation goes up, it's just up. Like, it just doesn't ever come back down. So whatever ground you lost with the inflation, you just never get it back. So I guess inflation can slow down. From what I understand, from what I've been reading, inflation can slow down, but it very rarely reverses. So I guess we're all screwed. I don't know. This has been your uplifting message today from Heart Shaped Leaves. We're all screwed. I'm supposed to be putting kids through college. Get out of my face. How am I going to do that? I want to have to put Casey out on the corner. You know? Cletus is going to have to start hooking. That's all there is to it. Because, baby, I don't know how we're going to do it. We're almost done. Then we're going to take a smoke break. And we're going to time it out, and we're going to hope for the best. Worst case scenario, the roots don't look as intense. And then that way it won't look as greasy. You know, when my hair is clean, it'll look clean. That's worst case scenario. No, it isn't. Worst case scenario is it all breaks off at the root and falls off in the sink when I rinse it out. But I really don't think that's going to happen today. I really don't think that's going to happen today. I really hope that doesn't happen today. Almost done, baby dolls. I am having tacos today. In my effort to not eat like a bunch of processed food, like, cause I was really just like eating a ton. Is my phone dying? It probably is. In an effort to like not eat a bunch of processed food, I kind of cut out all the low carb tortillas and stuff like that. So I just kind of lost interest in tacos altogether, because what is a taco without a tortilla? I don't want a pile of ground beef with taco seasoning and cheese, and I just don't want it. The what makes the taco good is the fact that it makes a crunch. And if I can't have the crunch, oh my gosh, that was through a door. If you heard that, that was through a door. If I can't have the crunch, I don't want it. So I literally had like food prepped a whole bunch of taco meat right before I made this genius decision that I wasn't going to eat the tortilla shells anymore. And then I just didn't eat any of it. But I was like, you know what? We are going to be eating some freaking taco shells today, because I'm being way too, I know, that's Lilu. What an asshole. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. Every time when I say I gotta put the dogs up or whatever, or the dogs are put up, that's why. She might be the Antichrist. I'm not 100% sure, but she might be the spawn of Satan. You know, she'll do that shit when I'm sitting on the couch and she's right here. And she's about blown my eardrums out 3 or 4 times. And I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. I can't spank her. She's 5 pounds. If I spank her, her little leg will pop off like a Barbie. I don't know how to discipline a small dog like that. I don't know what to do. I made my dogs growl. It made my dogs growl. But I fear my kids may never do move out when they grow up. Yeah, I've already told the boys, can't do crunchy tacos. Al pastor, my favorite too. Oh my God, the big old pile of cilantro. Get the fuck out. I'm so hungry right now. Yeah, I've already told my teenage boys that just because you hear that old moniker about like when you turn 18, you got to be out of the house or whatever. They hear that a lot here in the South, and even from probably extended family members. But I told them, you know, let me tell you something. The economy's not the same. It's just not the same as it once was. So unless you are in a hurry to move out and you want to move in with like your roommates or something, or if you guys want to move in as brothers together, whatever. But do not feel the pressure to move out of this house. Like it is hard out there, and I am not like standing by with like some sort of clock or stopwatch, you know, waiting until you turn 18. You know what I'm saying? That is wild ass stuff. Maybe back in my day, you know, my mom was really big on that, you know, and being like, you know, time to fly the coop. You know what I mean? But no, we don't. It's just plain not feasible these days. It really isn't. I also have a 5-pound small wonder. I love her, but she's difficult. I'm glad to keep them, but sad for them. They won't get the same experience. Yeah, you know, a lot of that's not the same for them. A lot of it. The internet is a wild, awesome thing, but the internet is also really, really detrimental for the development of youth. 100%. Their social skills are whack because of it and everything. But what can you do? This is the new thing. Like when TVs first came out, there was a group of old people saying, this new generation, they ain't never gonna amount to shit, just staring at the boob tube all day. Right? And then before that, it was like moving pictures, you know. These kids can't do nothing because of these black and white moving pictures. So I don't know. It's just different, you know. I know that it's like my age that makes me think that they're not growing up in a good way, but they'll be nostalgic about their childhood just like we were about ours, I'm sure. How much is 2 kilograms in pounds? That's how much our smallest weighs, and she's also the loudest and most bossy. 2 kilograms? I don't know. I don't know the conversion. Does anyone know the conversion? Yeah, I moved house by myself at 19 years old. Yeah, I moved out for the first time at 16. Like, the lady that was, it was a small apartment complex, and the lady that was renting to me, she was like, are you sure you're okay renting this? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, this was back in the day. And yeah, the only reason I didn't get to keep that apartment is because I fell down the stairs. The only other time in my life, now y'all are going to think I'm just falling down every flight of stairs. But I fell down the stairs at the apartment complex and busted my ass real good and wasn't able to work for a while. And so my crazy ass mother, who was mad about me moving out in the first place and was upset about not being able to control everything I did, she was like, oh, you can't live on your own anymore. This is just not going to work. You're going to have to come live with me. So that's how that went. And I moved back in with her, but I was out shortly after that, like 18, I think I was out. Maybe 17 and a half. I don't know. It didn't last long. I was out that bitch again. Oh, thank you. Moved out at 17, moved to California to... Wow, I did not do that. Like, I moved like 2 blocks away or maybe 6 blocks away. I never had the balls to move across like state lines or anything like that. Ever. Way too chicken shit for that. Okay, so it's 12:52. We started like 12:20, 10, 20, 30, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's 30 minutes that the top of my head's been processing technically. But you know, they don't really start the countdown timer until they get it like all applied. I've always been confused about that as a non-cosmetologist person. Like when they start the clock. Because, bitch, you got product on the top. I don't know why we wouldn't start it up there. But I don't think they do. So either way, it looks like it's going to lift well. Just not to any kind of like pale yellow or highlighter yellow. It's just going to be like a lighter blondie tone. And if I hate it, I may do it again. And I may do it brown. I don't know. I'm about to put a rubber on it. I'm trying to make sure everything's good and saturated. How many pounds is it? 4.41 pounds. Oh my God, what a dink butt. I bet he's adorable. You know that the wiener dog is the #1 most popular dog in the U.S. right now? You know how concerning that is for me? Everybody talks shit about my Bubba, my big boy. Winston being a French bulldog, and they're like, oh, those fucking genetic anomalies. I can't believe anybody buys those. When you talk about genetic anomaly, wiener dogs, which they're adorable. I grew up with 2 wiener dogs. One named, wow, I can't believe I'm brain farting that out. Anyways, I grew up with 2 weenie dogs. One's name was Peaches. And the back injuries can happen. I'm not going to go into it because you have a weenie dog. But stuff can happen. And those dogs are like real prone to like injuries and stuff like that. So if you have a wiener dog, I'm not telling you what to do because I would never tell someone what to do. Okay? Or how to behave. But I would get like a couch ramp or something. I'm sure you already have one. But I would get lots of ramps everywhere. Don't let them jump off of anything. Winston is my prince. Yeah, I've never been bossed by a dog before up until Lilu. Lilu bosses me around, doesn't even think twice about it. Casey loves it. The kids love it. It's a whole ass show whenever she's doing it. It basically happens in the afternoon. Ow, smack the shit out of my ears. Basically happens in the afternoon when I get done eating and my plate is still sitting on my little TV tray or whatever. And if I haven't let her lick the damn thing, she'll start harassing me and pushing on me and stuff. It's wholesome family entertainment, if nothing else. For sure. My eyes are going cross-eyed. I can already see, like, when I'm looking into the mirror, my right eye is wandering. It's so embarrassing. You've never moved? I did, but as a kid. So I moved to Arkansas, but that was because, I moved to California and San Diego because that's where my stepdad was stationed in the military. But we only stayed there till I think I started like 6th grade or something, and we came back. But that was only when I was a kid. In my adulthood, no. I haven't gone anywhere. I've wanted to move out of the state many times, but I always get locked up and in relationships and stuff, and they're real established here. And I've never internet dated in my life. So I've never once met anybody online or did anything like that. So I feel like I would have had, if I would have online dated, I probably would have met someone that didn't live here and probably would have moved. But that did not happen. I'm with my boo, and he's solid Oklahoma boy. Forever, probably. We put our bed on the floor because our one old man is starting to have trouble jumping on the bed. Oh, Andrew, that is so sweet. I have a big ramp, and all the dogs use it. And I have to move it away from my bed from time to time because they get up there and they get up to wiping their butts. So half the time I have to move it away from the bed so they don't have access. Now you want to move it back. Yeah, ours aren't allowed to jump off things even though they would love to. We had one before this who lived until he was 17. Well, that is so nice, man. I wish nothing more than for my dogs to live for a ridiculously long time. Ridiculously long, okay? And I've already started them on like a half and half carnivore diet because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the reason why some dogs and cats get diabetes is because they eat shitty food, table scraps, and then they eat the food at the pet store that's just got the first ingredient is corn, and they're not made to eat shit like that. So we do 1 meal time a day in the house, and it's like they're all their food for the day, and I'm either making them like scrambled eggs, or they have like the steak leftovers from where we have steak. So I'm like putting half like real whole food and half dog food because I'm already planning for like the long haul. I can't have everybody's teeth falling out and all that nonsense. We can't be doing all that. Hush, Lilo. You're the bane of my existence. Be quiet. All right. I finally set the timer, and I adjusted it for how long I've been around here just talking trash. I gotta run some water really quick. Because it stinks really bad in here like chemicals. It's not as bad as the bleach, but it's pretty strong. Let me turn the exhaust fan on really quick. Ooh, lordy. We'll get a secondary little high. So, I'm actually really worried about like filming in my bathroom, but it's not been that, or not filming, but going live in my bathroom, but it's actually not that bad. The only thing I miss is having somewhere to sit, but I really wouldn't have time to sit down a lot anyways. Not really that big of a deal. Now, if I do have to go in for round 2, I do have to go back to Sally's because I'm out. I'm all out. I have a 30 developer, but I don't have any more of a High Lift Cool Blonde left to go around. If you're using color, then the time doesn't matter because the color stops processing after a certain amount of time. But if you're using bleach, then yes. It's a high lift blonde, so it does have a lifting component in it. So there is some lifting in it. I'm not sure if it's straight up bleach. I'm not sure how chemicals work on that one. It's the worst when they get old. Their lives are so short compared to ours. I know. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry, Marnie. She just turned 22 last month. Yeah. Yeah, Yuffie. Man, my eyes are going cross. I'm so sorry. I swear. I swear. I never used that tiny bottle. The 30, I used some of it, but I found that I had like a big bottle. Yeah, I had a big bottle under my cabinet, so I just used that. Oh, the tiny Bond bottle, I used this. I had a bigger one of the Bond stuff. I used that. So hopefully that'll work. I don't really know what it does. I just kind of listen to her. Like, she's the only lady at the Sally's Beauty that I'll listen to. So, and I don't always take everything she says and completely do everything she says, but she does bring some interesting things to light. Like last time she taught me how to read all these, because I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I'm not a hairdresser. So she taught me how to read all this. Like the V on the box means violet. So it's going to have violet undertones, or there's one that says R or C that has copper undertones. And that's the things you need to know. I don't know, guys. I'm just in here doing weird shit. Yeah. I got some Bond. Stuff. I'm afraid to like get rid of all this because I'm thinking if there's some spots around my face that look pretty whack, I'm going to hold on to this. Just in case I need to double process just like around my face a little bit. Who knows? You know, I had to clean a bunch of beard hair off of this sink here before I got started streaming. Who wouldn't know who happened to do that, would you? He's such a cutie patootie, but he is so messy. He's cute to me today, by the way. He's on my good side today. You never know which side of the coin he's going to be sitting on. Oh. There we go. Well, that stinks really bad. I'm going to put a lid on it. Not a lid, but I'm going to put one of these little caps on top. Because it's making my eyes burn. Jesus. I need something that's not... Oh, I'm out of freaking... We have a problem, Cletus. I'm out of towels. I had to use my towel to clean up the soda I spilled on the floor. Shit. And all my laundry is at the other end of the house. Crikey. I'm going to have to text my boy to bring me a towel. Hey, can you bring me a towel? I had to clean up some spilled sodas with mine. Oh, Mom, what'd you do that for? I'm scared. Oh, child. Oh, I'm scared. Try not to be scared. I'm trying to be one with the force. The force is one with me, and I'm one with the force. It puts protein bonds in to strengthen your hair because bleaching strips them out. What kind of phone? What kind of phone do you have? I have a flip phone, and it's okay. When I first got it, I really loved it, and I was super into it, but I don't know. The camera's not very good. That's what I'm really upset about, because when I go out and I like want to film footage, if I don't remember to bring my iPhone, then I don't even want to film with that because it looks like I'm filming on a potato. It's kind of embarrassing. Which I don't understand why they can't keep up with the lens technology, it's a recent phone. It's not like a 4 generations old phone. It's just a Samsung phone, and they don't put as much effort into their lens technology for some reason, and I don't know why that is. It's basically if you have any kind of job where you're doing internet anything, you just got to get an iPhone. And I had an Android for a long time before I started YouTube. I really thought I was doing something too, like resisting the man and not getting involved in all of it. The phone looks wild. It's a little cover and a pop socket. It had like a screen where you can see like the time. And if you have any messages, let me tell you what it doesn't do. It doesn't let you reply to messages on the screen. So if all I can see is the notification and I can't do anything with it, then this is not a good design. I have to open it no matter what to reply to anything that's going on, and that's just not the way it's supposed to work. But yeah, it's got, you know, it's just a regular phone. You can't even see the crease until like you're like holding it in a really weird light, then you can see the crease on it. But I'm about to go back to iPhone because the camera on it is just whack. And I mean that with sincerity. Like, it was so bad. Like, it was so bad that I was like, what's wrong with it? I thought the lens was dirty. It's not dirty. It's just not good. But I just really wanted to slam it shut. I wanted to shut it. I wanted to slam it shut. I wanted to make it to where when I opened, I wanted to live my best Y2K fantasies. And I regret it. I'm just going to be real with you. I big time regret it. I should have stuck with the iPhone. I have a MacBook, for God's sakes. Like, I take my footage and I airdrop it to a MacBook. And then I was like, you know what I could do to make my life like way more difficult? I could get an Android. And then nothing that I have will work. Nothing that I have will be synced up. None of my photo albums are going to work with each other. That's what I did to myself. I don't think, like, I don't have the best ideas all the time. Just sometimes. Where is my timer? It's acting like I didn't set one. The other one that went off was to tell me about the boys and stuff. So now I have to do the time in my head again. Technically, it's been 40 minutes since the top's been processing. But I think it had only been 25 at the time. I'm going to call that 20. We'll do 15 more minutes. It better stay on, or I'm going to freak completely out. I didn't bring anything to sit on, and that sucks. I miss all the sliding phones and flip phones. They were cool. I know. Now everything just looks the same. It's terrible. So remember back when Apple products used to actually have colors and see-through shit? Man, that was so cool. That was back before I had money to buy my own things when that stuff was coming out. I was like, oh, I can't wait till I can buy it. Now, like, your color options are black, white, and rose gold and gray. Oh, lovely. Good to know. We're living in the future, man. We can't get anything but black and white and gray. Sickening. Sickening. I guess I can put all this stuff up now. It's a done deal at this point. If this doesn't work, then it just don't work. Ow, shit. I don't know if everybody was in the chat when I said this earlier. I think it was really early. But I'm going to the grand opening tomorrow of that. Huh? He didn't get my message. I think he's sleeping. I may have to go and get my own towel. You better behave if you're gonna be in here, ticky-tack-magoo. I'll be back in my razor days. Yeah, I had a razor too. Man, that was so awesome. The nostalgia. The nostalgia. Hey, who goes there? Who's up and awake? Hello? Hello? I hear somebody in the kitchen and no one's responding to me. They probably got headphones in and can't hear me. Alright, okay, I'm gonna have to make like a super fast run into the kitchen, into the clean clothes pile, and go get me a towel. Yeah, alright. 1, 2, 3, go. That wasn't very long, was it? I got my water on the way back too. Oh my God. So listen to this. It's a little TMI, but listen. So the last time that I went to go get my Botox done, which was about 3 months ago, I was talking to her about how I was wanting to do a little bit more lip filler. And she was like, you know what? We haven't tried. Well, let's try a lip flip. And I was like, what is a lip flip? And she was like, well, we put like 1 shot right here and 1 shot right here. I think it's like 4. And it's the Botox stuff. The same stuff they use in your forehead and your crow's feet and all that stuff. And she goes, it makes your top lip look fuller. And I was like, well, sign me up. Like, oh my God. I hated it. So that's the one thing I've done that I absolutely hated. It made my lip completely inoperable. And I know that some people have a lot more lip to work with, and I think that it wouldn't have been so bad if I had more naturally full lips anyways. But y'all, I could not suck on a straw. I could not, I couldn't suck on that straw. I had to buy a straw off Amazon for like $4 or something that had like a wide piece at the mouth so I could like suck on it. My mouth did not work. I was chewing food and going like this because my lip wouldn't like cover my teeth and stuff while I'm chewing my food. And I would just like to say for everybody who's over 18 in the chat that some things in the bedroom are not possible if you can't feel your upper lip. Okay, and no one told me about that. The only thing that she said it might affect was like, she goes, yeah, when I get it, like I'm brushing my teeth and it feels weird to spit the water out. And I'm like, I can handle that. That's no big deal. No, girl, it made me completely handicapped. Like I couldn't suck from a straw. I could barely drink from my coffee cup in the morning. I didn't realize how much of what I do, I rely on that little bitty thin top lip. But y'all, if your esthetician ever suggests that you get a lip flip, I would say no. I would go ahead and say no to that. I got a lip flip, Andrew, and it made my top lip completely numb. It did make my lip look fuller. It did what it was supposed to do. But the problem is in doing so, in like relaxing my lip and making it fuller, it also was completely incapable of making any kind of suction whatsoever. None. I had to pick up my napkin when I was eating and go like this. Because I couldn't tell what was happening when I was chewing my food, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good. A couple times I went and tried to eat something in front of a mirror just to see what it looked like. Not good. Not good. The lip flip made my lip look fuller, but it took me out. Like, you can't suck on nothing. Your ability to suck is gone. If you don't shut that hole in your face, madam, you're going to have a big problem. I'm lying. She ain't gonna have a problem. Hey, come on, Winston, if you're coming. Winston only. Winston, no. All right, you can come too, but that's it. No more. How loud is that when she screams like that? How loud is that? It was. Oh man, what the thing is that I didn't anticipate it being a problem, and so you know you go about your business, your married life, and then I just was like, I can't do this. Like I don't know how to do this anymore. Like I don't have the capability to do this. It was so funny. Good, I'm glad it's not too loud. How do you like getting fillers and stuff that actually dissolve and you have to get more, or is it spreading or wandering at all? No, it doesn't. I think that's a myth about, yeah, really. It only lasts like, it doesn't last as long as normal Botox. It only lasts like 6 to 8 weeks. So thank God it's going to be over very soon. I don't like the sensation either. I really don't. When I'm eating food, it feels like something's going to fall out of my mouth at any moment. Fillers dissolving in your face, I think is a myth. I think filler only migrates. So if you get filler, my esthetician said she doesn't do filler anywhere. She doesn't do filler here. She doesn't do filler here. She doesn't do like jaw or chin or nothing. The only place that she does fillers is just lips, because she doesn't want to encourage her clients to have the dreaded pillow face, because the fillers will stick around. If you get the lip filler, it's kind of trapped almost in this one spot, and if it travels up your lip a little bit, I think getting it dissolved is easier here. Now, if you were to get filler here, like Black China, you know how she had the big cheeks? Like, I know they dissolved the filler, but I highly doubt they were able to get it all. And I know if they ever tried to get, like, dissolve mine, they probably wouldn't be able to get it all. But, yeah, like, I love it. I needed help desperately in the lip department. Sorry if y'all already heard this, but, like, I was sad lip case. I needed it. I also had fine lines and wrinkles around my lip, and I needed it there. But everybody's different, and I don't know, like in the UK and stuff, I heard that people don't have to be a nurse or a doctor to administer that stuff, and I definitely just wouldn't trust anybody, like some Tom, Dick, or Harry off the street, to put a needle in my lip. You know what I mean? Hell no. Although I'm completely used to it. I've heard that filler migrates and goes to different places. It shouldn't. How do they dissolve it? So you have to go through the same process as the filler. It's basically they stick a needle like right here, and then they like run it up, and then they insert the dissolve, like the stuff. I think it's called hyaluronidase or something like that. That's supposed to dissolve the filler. The thing is that I'm pretty sure mine's migrated a bit to right here. But that's not a problem for me, because I have before pictures, and I've seen the amount of fine line and wrinkles I had around my mouth from smoking for a long time. And if I hadn't gotten, like if the filler hadn't migrated up, I would have gotten filler up here. Does that make sense? Because I had such a lack of volume from my nose to the top of my lip that we'd have to have a whole hell of a lot of filler migration before it became a problem for my face. Now, for someone else's face, it might show up in a lot more dramatic way, but I don't think for my face it has. I heard dissolving it hurts like a bitch too, and the getting the filler is very painful too. Like that is no joke. I guess if you were getting it in like the side of your face or whatever, it wouldn't be as painful. But damn. They were like really treating me like I was fresh fish when I went and got my filler, because the girl came in and she was like up in my face like this, and she was putting the numbing cream. Yeah, Casey was totally against it, by the way. He was borderline mad when I went and got lip filler. Just so you know, he was borderline mad. But I did that shit anyways, and I'm glad I did. But she was up in my face and she was putting numbing cream on my lips, and she goes, "This will help a little bit, but it won't help a lot." She goes, "See you in 20 minutes. And I was like, what? Oh my God, what? She had my heart racing so much when the lady came in to actually put the filler in my lip, and it did hurt like a bitch. But when she put it in my lip, my heart rate went up so high that my watch thought that I had started a workout. My watch was like, did you start a workout? And I'm like, no. No, I didn't. Like, my heart's about to beat out of my chest. Yeah, dude. That's what she did. She was dead serious, too. She didn't laugh afterwards or nothing. She was just, yeah, this will help, but it won't help very much. And I was like, and it was brutal. It was brutal. Just like she said. It was exactly like she said. It helped a little bit, but it didn't help very much. They gave me little squeezy balls to hold on to, too, while they were putting the lip filler in. Like, you know, those little stress balls. And I think I told you guys that story on the podcast a long time ago because y'all were making fun of me, said I had like a death grip on those little balls. And you guys made fun of me for that. That is ringing some bells. I'm pretty sure I talked about it on the podcast, and I got roasted for that. When they stick the needle up the top of the Cupid's bow towards the nose. I know, it was wild. I'm glad I didn't have a mirror where I could see it. Does Casey like it now? He loves it now. He loves it, especially when, I think what men have in their minds when they think about you getting lip filler, I think they think of like those Google pictures when you pull up like horrific, overdone, gigantic lips. That's what these husbands are imagining, and that's just not the case. Like, you have to be filling your lips like every 3 months for like 6 years to get there. Like, it's not gonna happen just because we don't have enough money to have those lips, you know? Not even happening. So yeah, so when I first got them done, they looked a lot fuller, which I don't have any gloss on or anything, but they looked a lot fuller when I first got them done than now. And when we had to go to a track meet for one of the kids, it was long ago, and I was sitting there and I had all this Vaseline all over, because you got to Vaseline up because it's like stretching your tissue, and if you don't Vaseline up, they can crack and bleed and shit. So I had these lips, but they were even fuller. You can see where the filler has just come up a little bit right here. I don't care though. I think it still looks good. I'm so thankful for a little bit of volume. I don't really give a shit. But yeah, they were really, really nice when I had first gotten them done. The initial swelling, I wish it would have stayed like that. And we were at a track meet, and he looked over at me and he goes, you know what? I'm sorry that I discouraged you from going and getting that done. I think it looks really good, and I think it looks really natural. And I was like, thank you so much for saying that, because I really felt bad going down there to do that and you not being approving of it or whatever, you know, but time's up. Gotta start the water. But he likes it now. Yeah, he likes, and he kind of trusts me now. He knows that if like I'm gonna go get something done, it's not gonna be like insane, you know? So I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to get off here though, because I have to go pick up my kids' Chromebooks. Like, I only have another hour, and I have to wash this out, and I have to go get them up. I think they're asleep, so I don't have as much time today as I originally thought that I had. So I'm probably gonna have to get off of here. I'm so sorry that I can't show you guys the very ending result, but I'll be back tomorrow. Like, and I'll be out in the sun, so you guys will see exactly how it went. We're definitely not losing anything. You can see the lift is not that great. Okay, but it lightened it. It lightened it a little bit. So I appreciate you guys coming. I had so much fun chatting with you today. Thank you for joining me in my busted ass bathroom that's not made of marble. I hope you guys loved it. It's been so lovely. Thank you guys. I love you. Bye. See you tomorrow.